Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Lexi and welcome to this cute and cozy vlog. I'm so excited because this week's video is going to be crocheting my Halloween costume. So every year my husband's family puts on this free community event that kids can come and get a bunch of candy from playing games, and we have this giant pumpkin, the Great Pumpkin, and we set up a camera and microphone and everything, and Zach's uncle usually sits inside and he will talk to the kids and like as the Great Pumpkin. It's a lot of fun. We always come home with just a ton of candy, which is great. And they do like nachos and hot chocolate and popcorn. So it's just a great time. But it tends to be pretty cold. And we have hardly ever dressed up. We did like one time. And honestly, that was during COVID, and we had to wear masks, and we were taking all the precautions, I promise. But we basically like we were like sugar skulls. So we drew on our mask and then a little bit on our face. That's the only time we've dressed up. So we're pretty boring. So I have decided I need something that I can wear just every year because I'm kind of lazy and I need something I can wear every year. But I also saw on TikTok from the Soulful now, and I'll definitely link her down below. And I'm also going to be following her tutorial, so spoiler, but I saw a TikTok of, I'm going to say it's her and her partner wearing crocheted pumpkin heads. And I was just like, that is amazing. I need to make those. So we're going to make that. I'm going to have a Halloween costume, and it's made from plushy yarn. So it's going to be nice and warm, and it's going to cover my whole face. But you crochet some mesh for like the triangle eyes in your pumpkin head so you can still see out of it and everything. And it'll be a little breathable, which will be nice. So that's what we're going to do, and I am super excited about this. I'm also going to try and do this in 1 to 2 days. Probably 2 days. Today and tomorrow. Because this video needs to go out. I have already watched the tutorial that she has on YouTube. Again, linked below. Definitely check it out. I've looked at it, and it looks like you crochet like 6 panels. 4 of them are the same. 2 of them have the eyes. You make some little triangle mesh, sew those on, and then you join everything, and there's a stem. So I believe we're going to get started by making the panels, and I've already gathered all of my yarn and the hook that I need. Okay, I didn't gather all the yarn, actually. I only gathered the orange yarn for right now. And I went to my local yarn shop, and I got this yarn the other day. So here's a little clip of that journey. Hi guys, I am at my local yarn store because I am getting the yarn to make these Halloween pumpkin heads. So I'm going to take you in, show you what it looks like. This is where I'm going to be a vendor next week. Yeah. So let's go in, let's get this yarn. She actually opens next week. I'm going to be at her grand opening and another day that week to have a little booth. So super excited about that. It's coming up so quick, but we are going to get started and make some good progress today. So I hope this sounds like fun to you. Join me. Let's make a pumpkin head. All right, I want to do a check-in because we are making really good progress so far. I think I've been working on it for, it hasn't been a full 2 hours yet. Definitely not. And I have 2 of the solid panels done. So we have to make 4 solid panels total. Then we make 2 with the eye holes. So 2 down, 2 to go. Hello again. I'm back. It's a little bit later now. I had to take a break to give my son a bottle and to make lunch for my toddler and myself. And we ate that, and then now she is down for a nap, and my son is also sleeping in his swing. So we're going to get back to a little bit of work. I am actually just about done with the 4th panel, the solid panels. And then we're going to move on to making the panels that have the triangles, like holes, for the mesh that we end up crocheting in black so that you can still see out of it. Oh, it's supposed to decrease. I don't know if I'm any good at crocheting and talking, but we're going to try. So I am going to have to get into my stash here in a little bit and find, I have a 3-weight, yeah, a 3-weight in black that I'm going to use to make the mesh. And then I also need to pull out a brown that I'm going to use for the stem. And she says that she used a worsted, so size 4, which I definitely have. I'm just going to have to decide what shade I want it to really be. I feel like when you get pumpkins, the stems, they're kind of pale brown. They're not really a deep brown. So we'll go with that. See what I've got. I'm positive I've got whatever I'd want. Let's see. This one we're going to decrease. One more decrease on this row. Then run one more row across of just single crochets. I gotta say, so far this is working up, 1, really fast, and 2, really easy. I think once we get into the construction of it, you know, there's going to be a little more intricacies, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. It kind of seems like you just single crochet all of these sides together, and then you kind of hide, you get to hide those on the inside. So I do know in the video she talks about putting wire through those seams if you want more structure, and I may end up doing that. I do have some wire, so. All right, panel number 4 is done. Got 4 solid panels. So now I'm gonna have to go back into the video and watch how she does the panels that have the hole in them. And I did have to add some rows. I am using an 8mm like she said, but I just feel like maybe my tension is tighter because she mentioned like a length, and I was nowhere near that length when I got done with the number of rows she said. So either I was misinterpreting, I don't know. Anyway, I had to make it a little longer, I think, than she did. She had that looser tension, and I crochet real tight, I guess. So we may have to do some adjusting for the ones that have the eye holes as well. But from what I can kind of gather, I'll cover my face here. You know, you kind of put them together. Does this look silly? Probably. But anyway, I don't know if the eye holes will fall in the right spot if my tension's been tighter. So we'll do some adjusting if we need to. But let's go ahead and get started on that since I've got 2 napping children and time. We love that. Okay, I wanted to check in again because I am down to the last couple rows of the eye panels. And we're making such good progress. I'm so happy with this. It's working out very quick, which is what I wanted. And I just wanted to chat with you a little bit. I only have a little bit of time because I gotta wake my toddler up here because I've got an appointment and I need to run an errand. And lately, I've been donating plasma, one, because it's good for people who need it, making medications and stuff, and two, because it's helping me just have a little bit of fun money. This is such a expensive time of year, it seems. And then I need to run to the store because we are low on eggs. I thought we had more than we did, and my toddler likes to eat them. And my birthday party is this coming Saturday, the 25th. My birthday is Monday, the 27th, but we're having a little get together because it is my 30th, so that's kind of special and wanted to do something. Generally, me and my family, we would get together and we would carve pumpkins and just kind of chill, have some food and cake and ice cream. So we're going to do that, but we've expanded the guest list a little bit. My husband's family is hopefully coming, and then like my aunt and uncle, and then hopefully my cousin as well with her kids. So it's going to be a pretty fun time, but I need to make a cake, and I am also going to either make chocolate chip cookie bars or just chocolate chip cookies, but either way, I need more eggs to be able to do that. So we're going to run that errand as well. Luckily, my parents are going to watch the kids, so I can go do these things. And we have now finished both eye panels, all 4 of the solid panels. So I believe next we move on to the mesh for the eye holes. So here are the 2 with the eye holes. I think that's gonna be how it ends up looking, which is pretty exciting. I kind of love that already. But I'm gonna go run my errands, and then by the time I get home, it's gonna be dinner time. And then, you know, hang out with my husband once he's home from work, hang out, eat dinner, and then I will hopefully all have some more time to do the mesh parts in black. I don't know if we then move on to the stem or if we move on to the assembly and then the stem. Either way, tonight we'll pick it back up and see how much more progress we can make tonight. All right, I'll update you guys then. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of crocheting my Halloween pumpkin head. So I was able to make progress last night and I did crochet the mesh pieces and got those sewn into the eyes. So now it is time to start the assembly, and I have watched the tutorial and feel pretty good about how it all gets sewn together. And I did decide I'm going to use some wire. You sew it like with the single crochets in each of the seams. And that's because I think I'm going to need the structure to be able to kind of make sure it's not, just like stuck to my head. So we're going to use this and put it in the seams to give it some structure. And then she also creates like a metal triangle that goes in the front and gets sewn in, and that just kind of helps make sure the eyes maintain their structure when you're wearing it as well. So we definitely want to make sure it is structurally sound and looks good. So we're gonna add that, and after it's all sewn up, then you crochet the stem separate and add it to the top. But first, let's just do the assembly, and then I'll do a check-in before we make the stem, and then we'll do like a whole final reveal, and it's going to be so awesome. I can already tell. I love it. So I am now crocheting the last panels together, making it the full pumpkin shape now. And I have put the wire between each panel, and I can definitely tell that that's going to be really helpful, although it is slightly tricky to crochet around, and it's making my thumb hurt just a little because of how like tight I'm trying to hold everything and guide, kind of shaping the wire as I crochet it down the seam, but it's working up really nicely. So after I finish this row or this seam, then I have to kind of scrunch up the top so it closed and hide all of my ends. So we'll end up doing that. I think I could give it a test try on, but I really want to wait until it's like all done to show you guys. So if you're still watching, just hang on a little bit more. We're almost there and we'll get to see the whole reveal. Yeah, this is a workout for sure, but so worth it. She also said you could just seam these together and then add the wire later, like weaving in an end, but that felt like even more work. And okay, so now that I'm good with how the wire is, I just bent it over to secure it, and now I just have a little bit left. And There's one more. I will at least turn it right side for you guys so you can see what it looks like. There's the inside, the eyes. Let's flip this. Oh yeah, the wire is kind of, I didn't think about that. I was curving it the wrong way when I was putting it on. There we go. Might have to fix a few of the wires. Luckily, it's like bronze, copper, colored copper. It's not copper wire. So even if some are sticking out, you can't really tell. I'll have to play around a little. Yeah, I know. So we have a pumpkin head. So I'm going to weave in these ends. Is a hat? Yeah, it's a hat. Okay. Is a pumpkin? Yeah, okay. Pumpkin? Okay. Yeah, close enough. Alright, I'm going to weave in my ends, close up this top. I'm going to crochet the stem and put it on, and then we'll do a final review and show it off. Hi guys! Guess what? I have finished it and I am so excited. I think it is hilarious. And my son can't stop staring at it too. And he's not crying, so that's good. And my toddler's still asleep, but I'm sure she'll think it's funny when she gets up as well. And I can't wait for my husband to come home. I did send him a picture, but I think we could like scare each other with these. That would be so funny. But yeah, we finished it. So I did go ahead and kind of sew. There was wire that I put in here, but I sewed around it just to kind of open the holes up a bit more because it was really small to see out of. And then also where the wires all meet kind of up here, I did have to hot glue in a piece of felt because I put it on at first and tangled up my hair in it, which was not very fun. So I'm definitely glad that I added the wire because I think that for sure helps keep the structure of it pretty good. Yeah, let me tell you, this is toasty. So that will be nice for if it's actually cold on Halloween, which like it usually is. And the event is completely outside, so. But I honestly, I don't know if I'll wear it the whole time. It's a little hard to see out of, obviously. And just, it's hot. But if it's cold, it probably wouldn't be as bad, especially if there's like airflow coming in. Right now, it just feels hot. I can tell I'm getting sweaty, but this is so much fun. You guys should totally check out the tutorial. Make one for yourself just because it's hilarious. Yeah, I love it so much. But that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This feels like the goofiest thing I've done in a long time, so this has been pretty fun. If you have made it to the end, go ahead, give the video a like. Comment down below. The only thought I'm having is maybe like a black felt cutout mouth might be nice. Let me know in the comments if you think I should add a mouth to this, because I still got a week till Halloween. So, and if you want to stay up to date with my future content and apparently all the goofiness now that we're doing on this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you in my community. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my goodness, you guys. Here's a little post-credit scene. I've got fluffies in my hair. I had fluffies on my sweatshirt. My hair's a wreck, and I am sweaty, but so worth it. It's so much fun. Hope you guys love it. Okay, bye for real now.